In 1992, airwear magnate Max Griggs had a dream to give a professional football team and league football to the people of Rushden and the surrounding area in the East Midlands. He wanted to make them happy. Rushden Diamonds Football Club was born. During the ensuing years, a beautiful stadium complex to rival any outside of the Premier League was constructed, as was possibly the greatest non-league team England had ever seen. Rushden Diamonds quickly rose through the football pyramid, creating indelible memories for Diamonds fans, including FA Cup third round appearances against Sheffield United and Premier League Leeds United, as well as pre-season visits from the great Arsenal team of Arsene Wenger, West Ham with Paolo Di Canio, and Kevin Keegan's Newcastle. After just 9 years came league football, the nationwide conference title, and followed 2 years later the old Division 3 title after losing the playoff final in Cardiff the previous year. Rushden Diamonds were just one division below the Championship. Heroes and legends were born.
Helped forward by Brady. This is Derby. In comes a shot from Brady. Oh, it's in! Seconds to go, and John Brady has rounded off a dream season for Rushden Diamonds with what looks like the winner. So Ray Warburton, who didn't play today, steps forward to receive the Conference Championship trophy amid wild celebrations here at the Diva Stadium. Few can deny them their place in the Promised Land.
But alas, it could not be sustained. When Max Griggs took his money out and gave the club to the fans, after selling key players, the Diamonds were relegated the same season. By 2006, they were back in the nationwide conference.
Oh, great ball through the move from Kerry Jackson, 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper, yes! 4-3 Diamonds! The flick from Wormel, Jackson now down the right-hand side, he's got Stagiaire in support, he's got a lot of space in that middle, lays it back, Secho! 5-3! Excellent stuff, that really must be gang set a match.
In 2011, with mounting debts, the Diamonds were no more. and the Nen Park Stadium torn down. But the memories and the passion for Rushden Diamonds could not die. From the ashes rose a new Phoenix club, AFC Rushden Diamonds. Ground sharing with various local non-league clubs, the surroundings were very different, although a large support still followed the team. With 2 promotions during the last 10 years, the new club now finds itself in the 8th tier of the English football pyramid. But memories of old glories still remain. They say you can't turn dog turds into diamonds, but we beg to differ. Now, a new journey begins. For 21-22, this is Dog Turds into Diamonds. Well, how about that then, eh? What an intro. What an intro. I hope you like that because I put some real effort into that. So here we are. Welcome to the first episode of Dog Turds into Diamonds. We are now the AFC Rushden Diamonds manager. We have replaced Andy Peaks and we're getting our £700 a week. We've got a nice little AFC Rushden Diamonds branded tie on there. So yeah, let's get into this. Sorry, Andy Peaks. He's actually doing a really, really good job with the team in real life. We're going to have to see if maybe we can emulate him somewhat. Now, as you saw in the intro video, AFC Rushden Diamonds is a Phoenix club formed in 2011 after Rushden Diamonds Football Club failed and folded. So here we are. We've got a bit of history in this club, and we are going to be trying to bring back the glory days to the Rushden Diamonds fans that have stayed loyal to the club since the formation of this new club. So we are now, as you can see, we are in the Southern Premier Central Division this season, and that is a big difference to what the original Rushden Diamonds team achieved, and we are ground sharing at Hayden Road with, I think, Rushden and Higham United, which is a little bit different from the beautiful stadium complex that the club had in its heyday. If we have a look at club history here, we can see in 2003, Rushden and Diamonds were Sky Bet League 2 champions when it was back as the old Division 3. They also won the Vanarama National League in 2001, which is obviously now, or was at the time, the National Conference. They actually in 2002 got to the League 2 playoff final as well in Cardiff's Millennium Stadium. So they really did have a very special time of it. They got to what is now League 1. They were Southern League Premier Division champions in 1996. They were the English Southern League First Division Midlands champions in 1994. And in terms of the New Phoenix Club, the only league title that this club has is the United Counties League Premier Division Championship in 2015. Since they were founded, they have had 2 promotions, I believe. They now find themselves in the 8th tier of English football. So it's a club with fantastic history. The original club, as I said, managed to get to League 1. They were funded by airware millionaire Max Griggs, who pumped money into the club. Like I say, built that beautiful stadium complex that they had. They did have some wonderful times in the FA Cup as well. They took Leeds United, Premier League Leeds United, to a replay. They had Sheffield United in the 3rd round. It's actually a club that their youth system produced some very good players, that a few of them that ended up going to the Premier League. Players like Lee Tomlin, Simeon Jackson, who played international football for Canada, played in the Premier League for Norwich. They had a fair few different players that got to a pretty high level in the Football League and the Premier League. So it's it's a club that really had a very special history and a very special journey. And as I say, they are now, well, a Phoenix club with no home of their own, really. And they do still have a really, really good support in real life. So at their level, they actually have resources that not many other clubs have, because they still have what are considered very high attendances in their league. So you can see here we've got a £3,740 a week wage budget, which I think for that level is absolutely huge. So we are going to see if we can get AFC Rushden Diamonds back into league football and hopefully achieve more than the original club achieved, which would mean getting us, first of all, to survive in League 1 and then hopefully get to the Championship and above. So those are the goals. Those are the aims. We're going to have to see what we're doing. You can see the media prediction is to finish 11th in our league this season. So that is mid-table. Now, I did a couple of years ago on Football Manager 2020, I did play a Road to Glory save with AFC Rushden Diamonds, not on YouTube, but just in my own free time. And it was very, very enjoyable. So I wanted to do it again on 22 and here as a YouTube save. So when I played it before, they were kind of predicted in the first season to struggle against relegation. So they're now an established team in this league. And in real life, they are going really, really well. They're having a bit of a promotion push. And, well, we are going to see after pre-season if we can get that media prediction up and maybe do something similar ourselves. If we can have a top half finish, but really my big aim would be to have maybe a playoff place at the end of the season. Anything beyond that would be fantastic. But that's basically a little overview of the club to start off with. If we have a look here at the team we start with, just to give you an idea of what we've got to work with. If we start off here in attack, we've got Tom Lorraine, 31-year-old striker, and look at this, 14 finishing, 11 heading, 10 off the ball, 10 decisions, 11 pace, 10 acceleration. This is a really good player at this level. This is a man we should be really hoping to see some goals from. You can see in his Rushden Diamonds career, he has 76 goals in 226 games, so a little bit below 1 every 2. But I think if we get things right, this guy can be a real game changer in this league. So he's on £300 a week, which is not small at our level, but hopefully we can get lots of goals out of him, and he could really be a special player in our division. On the right wing, we've got Ravi Shamsi, 23-year-old Iranian, which is a little bit odd at our level of football. Now look here, he's got 12 dribbling, 11 passing, 11 vision, and 14 flair. What a playmaker this guy could be. His 9 finishing and 10 first touch is good for our level as well, as is 11 technique. He's got sufficient pace, so you can see that I think maybe as a... So it says there his best role is as an inverted winger. I'm not sure with his 7 crossing, but maybe as an inside forward. Am I mad to think he could be a really good inside forward or a wide playmaker maybe? So I think he could be a very, very good player for us. We've also got Connor Furlong, who looks very, very similar to Ravi Shamsi, with his 11 dribbling, 8 passing, 10 vision. Is serviceable. Really good determination and aggression. So they've got him down here as a number 10, although his best position is a left attacking midfielder and a winger. Again, I'm not convinced he's the best winger with that 8 crossing, but he again looks a very, very interesting player. Could he maybe play as an inverted winger or inverted forward, and maybe Ravi Shamsi could be the 10? Who else have we got here? Claudio Diaz, 9 crossing, 9 dribbling. That looks very good as a wing option. 11 pace and acceleration. There's nothing incredible there, is there? But the 9 crossing and 9 dribbling could make him a very effective winger at our level. I would like his passing to be a bit better, but again, I think we've got 4 forward players there that look very, very capable. In midfield, we've got Jesse Akabine, 13 first touch and 13 passing. Bit of a shame with the 7 vision, because with more vision, he would be an incredible deep line playmaker, I think. But again, with 12 leadership, 12 decisions, 15 determination, and look at his pace and acceleration. He is, for our level, he is rapid. I think we're going to be really leaning on Jesse to be an important playmaker for us this season. So far, I feel like we've got a really strong team in our division. Maybe drops off here a little bit with Matthew Slynn. But again, he's got good acceleration, good natural fitness. So with his natural fitness, he could be good at our level, where you have to play a lot of games in quick succession, and also with the lack of training with everybody being part-time. Positioning's good, decisions are great. He's another one that's very determined, very aggressive. So technically not the best with only 7 passing, but again, useful. 6'1", useful player. What else have we got here? Let's go into the defence, have a look at left back. Sam Warburton, 24 years old, 10 tackling, 9 marking, 11 first touch, 9 crossing. Mentally, he looks fantastic. Look, with his off the ball, his positioning, I think he looks like a very good attacking fullback. 11 pace as well, 11 agility. he's got a bit about him. I think he is going to be a very dominant left back in our division. At right back, Benjamin Garwood, 17 years old. Maybe the quality's dropping off a little bit here, isn't it? 10 tackling, not so bad. He's a hell of an athlete though, 6 foot tall, 13 pace, 16 natural fitness, 14 agility, 14 acceleration. He could be useful. Maybe right back is a position we are going to want to improve looking at this, because his marking is non-existent, his crossing is terrible, his mental statistics in terms of off the ball decisions, yeah, there's a bit lacking there. So the quality drops off a bit with Benjamin Garwood, but he is only 17. Hopefully he can improve a little bit. Jay Williams, 20 years old, 11 tackling, 10 marking, 9 heading. This is a decent little central defender, or it says his best position is actually a right back, which could be because he's got 8 crossing and 9 dribbling there. Again, he's very athletic. Look how strong he is. 13 strength, 6'1". I think, again, he looks a very, very good central defender for our level. 12 leadership as well, 15 determination. Yeah, I think he could be very, very good for us. 6 positioning, perhaps a little bit worrying, as is 6 concentration for a centre-back. But yeah, hopefully he can be an important player for us. And our other centre-back is Ryan Hughes, 10 heading, 9 marking, 9 tackling. Again, very serviceable. 6'4", nearly 13 stone, 13 jumping reach. He could be a very dominant central defender, couldn't he? 13 decisions, very good. Concentration 9, decent enough. Again, his positioning is not great, so maybe the positioning of our 2 centre-backs is questionable. And then in goal, we have Dean Snedker, 13 eccentricity. I'm not really worried about eccentricity in a goalkeeper. Aerial reach 10, command of area 9, 12 punching, 12 reflexes, very good for our level, as is 11 rushing out, with 9 one-on-ones. Hopefully he's, with those reflexes and rushing out, he can be a decent shot stopper. His throw-in's not too bad. Composure, very good for our level. His handling, I would like to be better. 8 handling. I do kind of look at handling, one-on-ones and reflexes as my go-to stats for a goalkeeper. But again, he looks very, very good. I think overall it looks like we've got a very, very good solid starting 11 there. Hopefully during pre-season we can maybe add a couple just to really round things off, but I think we're starting off in a very good place. And we've also got our captain Liam Dolman. Look, he's not even in the ideal 11. 12 heading, 8 marking, 8 tackling. Again, at our level, pretty good for a central defender. He's another one with only 6 positioning and 6 concentration. So the positioning of our central defenders is not good at all. Maybe that's something we've got to look at in pre-season. We'll have a look through the rest of the squad as well. But again, Liam Dolman looks like he can play a decent role this season. 6'2", 13 jumping reach. So we look pretty well equipped. Very, very pleased with that. We are now going to get into pre-season, and yeah, so looking at that, I think maybe if we can get a centre back with a little bit more positioning and mental awareness, certainly a right back I think looks like we might need, unless maybe Williams plays as the right back, and perhaps another central midfielder to help us out. Maybe an improvement on Matty Slynn. So yeah, actually, before we go on any further, we'll have a look at the board expectations for this season. So build a new stadium. When I played a couple of years ago an AFC Rushden Diamonds save, the first few years were very difficult because you really needed to get a stadium sorted as you went up the league. So that used up a lot of money. So hopefully the sooner we can get a stadium built, the better. But I don't think that's going to be anytime soon in the league that we're in. They want a top half finish and that's required. So we are under a little bit of pressure to achieve there. In these non-league saves, you get a couple of things that aren't quite right, and it can really affect the team in a big way. So we've got to make sure we get things right to comply with that top half finish. Second round of the FA Trophy, third qualifying round of the FA Cup, that is required. Again, doing well in the FA Trophy and the FA Cup, really important in these non-league saves, because that's where the money is. There's no money to be made outside of those competitions. So hopefully we can do well and comply with those requirements. And for next season, they want to reach the playoffs. So, I mean, it all looks achievable. It's a little bit demanding, but it looks achievable, doesn't it? So, yeah, that's where we're starting at. A little bit of pressure, but that's no bad thing. So again, let's move forward and let's have a look at what pre-season is bringing for us.